Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up your Mac for Laravel development, and you can follow this guide as well, Laravel complete setup guide with Mac with PHPStorm. I'll post a link down below this video. So let's get started. So initially you'll need to download PHPStorm for that. So you can go to jetbrains.com, and you would have to create your ID. You could use your ngit edu, so using that you could get a free license for a year, and since mine was already logged in, it directly took me to the downloads page. So you would have to, just a second, I'll show it to you. You would have to sign up over here, create JetBrains account, and then you're good to go. Then you have to log in and you go to the downloads page. So you have to download PHPStorm, which is already downloaded on my system, so I'm not going to download it again. And you have to download that and install it. So after you're done with your PHPStorm setup, we need to check a few things. Is your Mac installed with Homebrew or not? So you have to open the terminal. You can check the Homebrew version by typing brew-v. That would show you the version. I have 1.7.3. So if you have it installed, that's great. We could go ahead to the next step. If not, uh, you could just copy and paste this command in the terminal, which will help you install Homebrew. So Homebrew is a package manager for Mac OS, as it helps installing many packages into Mac and updating it as well. So let's go ahead. Once you are done with Homebrew, you would have to do install a couple of things. So first we'll install Git on the system. So for that, there's a simple command called brew install git. So I'll show it to you. So it updates the Homebrew. It takes a couple of minutes to do the things depending on your internet speed, but it does the work. So I have created this blog in case you like need to copy paste the commands. So you could just go on Medium, search for this. I'll paste a link to this blog as well. Let's take a look at it. It's taking time. Okay, so it's done. So once you have installed Git using Homebrew, now let's go ahead to install PHP. So what we'll do is we'll first update the brew. We'll first update and upgrade the brew, and we'll check. So what brew update and brew upgrade does is this command updates the brew database to the latest version. After that, when you type brew doctor, uh, it checks whether all the channels are working together. So I'll show it to you. brew update and upgrade, copy. So this is gonna take a while. It depends on your internet speed. It says already up to date, so that's a good thing. Then we'll do brew doctor. No. What this does is it checks each and every packages that are included with brew. Are they working together in sync or not? So this is a really helpful package manager. Like, it does all the things on its own, and that's a good thing. So after you're done with that, let's install PHP. Since mine it's already installed, it's gonna say that you want to reinstall it or not, but for you it's gonna install it. As I told you, to reinstall PHP 7.2.9, again run brew reinstall PHP. So it tells you what command to run as well. Okay, so when you type brew install PHP, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna download packages from internet, and it's gonna install the latest version of PHP into your system. After installing PHP, you need to install PHP debugger, which is xdebug. So you have to type this command into your terminal so that you could install PHP debugger. So as you can see, PECL xdebug is already installed and is same as the released version. Install failed because I have installed it already and it is the updated version, so it won't install again and again. So redundancy is managed by brew itself. Okay, so after installing PHP and its debugger, now we need to install Composer on Mac. So Composer is a tool for dependency management in PHP. So when you want to use Laravel on your Mac, you need to have Composer. Without that, you won't be able to use Laravel. And as it's a dependency management, Laravel has a lot of dependencies in it, and you can also add dependencies, like you can create apps which are dependent on each other in Laravel. So let's install Composer using this simple command. You could type it also, brew install Composer. So if one good thing of Homebrew is, if you have the package already present on your system, it updates the package, and if you don't have the package installed on your system, it installs it. So since I have the package already, it said updating Homebrew, then it got the new latest Composer, and it said it already exists. So I have Composer installed on my system. That is not a thing to worry. Okay, so how to install Laravel on Mac OSX? Once you are done with Composer, it is pretty easy to install Laravel on your Mac OS. So you just have to write Composer global require Laravel /installer. So just paste it over there. So it changed the current directory to the user directory of the Composer. Takes a while. Okay, just a second. Yeah, I guess it's done. So, this should not come. in your installation as you're doing a fresh installation. So I have already installed everything on my system, so it like has some errors. Okay, so the most important thing in setting up your Laravel environment on your Mac or on your Ubuntu is adding a path in the Mac OSX. So if you don't add a path, you won't be able to access the Laravel commands, and your system won't recognize Laravel all even when Composer is installed. So for you to do it, you need to open terminal. Need to type this command nano ba tilde slash dot bash profile. In this is so nano is a editor in terminal. So once you open this thing, you will see something like this. And what you have to do is you have to copy this export path, this statement, into nano. So see, as you can see, mine is already there. So as you can see, I'll just take it down. You can see export path, the statement is over there. What this does is it sets a path for the Laravel into your bash profile. So let's save it. So to save it, you gotta do Control X. So it will ask save modified buffer. Let's do yes. So file name to write. Let's press. We don't have to edit the file name. We have to keep the file name as .bash underscore profile. So let's press enter. So once you're done, you'll get back to the terminal. So now the path is set, the composer is installed, Git is installed, PHPStorm is installed. So let's start a new Laravel application using PHPStorm. Create new project. Okay, so sorry, I forgot to tell you one thing. So once you are done with your PHP install, you could check the version of your PHP by typing php-v. So this will give you the version of PHP installed on your system. I am running 7.2.9, so it's giving that, and that is the latest version, latest stable version right now. So we are gonna use that. Okay, so once you have installed PHP on your system, you could just start a new project as we did previously. You could see PHP language level. There are a couple of different versions, so we'll select 7.2 as we have 7.2 installed. Then you'll see a CLI interpreter over here. You have to select 7.2.9, which is the current version. See, I have a couple of versions installed, but I'm gonna use 7.2.9 because that's the PHP version I have installed in my system. PHP empty project. Let's create. So this will create a new empty PHP project in which you have all the setup done. Okay, so empty project is created. See, as I can show it to you. It's nothing is there. These are the dependencies for PHP runtime. So let's create a new Laravel application. So let's type Laravel new. So depending on your internet speed, it downloads all the files from the Laravel repository and makes a new Laravel application. So let it run. I'll show you how to set up the running environment as well. So just a minute. Okay, fine. As this will take a few minutes, I'll show you. So you have to go to run, edit configurations. Here you have to click plus, which is add a PHP script. Okay, so the file would be the same file present in your directory. So just a second, you could find the PHPStorm files in your user. So this is my username, this is my home profile. So see, you can see PHPStorm projects over here. So this one is untitled 2. Let's go over there, and you have to select this file, artisan. You have to select this file, click open, paste the path over here. So arguments, in arguments you have to type serve, serve, so you have to do this. And after that, before launch, activate tool window, to click plus over here, launch web browser, default http localhost colon 8000. So 8000 is the port, localhost is the host address of your computer. So just like click OK, press apply, click OK, and you are good to go. You could just press run over here. See, as you can see, the Laravel has installed successfully. You will see this message, Laravel application ready, build something amazing. Once you see this message, you could press play over here. That will launch a Laravel application on your system. And once you see this page, you have successfully installed Laravel on your system. Thank you.